Hey guys, welcome back to Childlike Faith. It's Maddie, if you didn't already know, and I'm super excited about this video today. It's kind of a serious topic. Well, it is really serious to me, but it's something that God put on my heart for a long time, and I'm listening to it, because you always need to listen to God. But I wanted to apologize before I got into everything. Before we posted the pool party video, and I'll link that in the description below, we had not posted for 3 months, and I just want to say I'm sorry, and me and Kailey are both sorry. We've just had a lot going on, and we went on our youth trip, and it was amazing. We experienced some pretty amazing and just crazy but beautiful things, and we can definitely talk to you guys about it. I've been away from Kailey pretty much all summer. I've been in my dad's house, but when me and Kailey finally reunite, we can make a video and we can kind of talk to you guys about what we learned on the wave, and just, if you didn't know, I am actually a victim of sexual harassment and sexual assault. It hurt me both mentally and physically for a very long time. I didn't really come open, like I didn't really tell anyone the whole story until a year after. I kind of lied about the story. I changed some things, but I came up and I told my youth leaders, and I told my youth group, I told my small group, and I cried. It was a very hard thing to deal with, and I'm still dealing with it today. And if you are a victim, you obviously know that. It happened 2 years ago, and I'm obviously, like, I'm not gonna say I'm so glad that happened to me, but God changed my life through that. I'm not even kidding. I'm not gonna tell you guys like the whole story and details, because you don't need to know that, and I don't want to start crying more than I already will. But I went on my first youth trip. I experienced the Holy Spirit for the first time. I finally made an imprint on my relationship with God, and it was truly amazing, and it was like just a glimpse of what my testimony would soon be, and it was beautiful, and I can never like repay my youth group for the amazing love and support and just memories that I've made, not just on that youth trip, but just all the time. And that's why it's so important for you guys to find a youth group. And I know this is kind of off topic, but it's so important. My youth group is my family. I have friends at school, but my true friends are in my youth group. Like, not even kidding. And I love them to death. And my youth leaders are like parents to me and like friends. and I really, really loved him. But I just went on my first youth trip. I got home, it was a couple weeks before school started. I went out and some bad things happened to me. And I went back to school, and those people that witnessed that went to my school. And it was just really hard because I was going to youth group, and it felt like every single time I sat in church, like I did something wrong. And let me just tell you, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Okay? And if anyone ever tries to tell you that, it's not. It's not your fault. And it's not God's fault either. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. August 30th, 2018, I actually went to our brother sister church. We are always really close to this church. We actually went on youth trips with them for a long time. And I actually got saved that night. And I cried my eyes out. And it was crazy because literally in the same month I had been sexually, harassed, and not even a couple weeks later I had given my heart to God. And it's just amazing to see what God can do in your life. God has changed me so much, guys, and it's been for the better, and I'm so blessed to say that. And I got saved, and I remember my youth leader, she looked at me and she just said, "I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You've been through so much, and you are making the best decision of your life." And I will never forget those words. And I mean, never. It was the best thing ever. And I went to school the next day, and Satan attacked. I had an awful day at school. I let it get to me, and I kept blaming it on stupid things, but what I didn't blame it on was me. I blamed everything else on everything else except myself. And I never dealt with what happened in August to me. I just pushed it away, and I was like, well, maybe if I don't think about it, nothing will happen. Maybe if I don't think about it, it will go away. Maybe if I don't think about it, I won't feel bad about it. Maybe if I don't think about it, I won't look at him like that. Maybe if I don't think about it, I don't feel bad wearing a dress to school. Maybe if I don't think about it, I won't blame it on God. And that's what I was doing, y'all. I was blaming it on God. I was literally telling God, why? Why did this happen to me? Why did this happen? I just worshiped you so much at that youth camp, and then you go and let that happen to me. But what I didn't know is it wasn't his fault. And that's what you guys, everyone needs to realize that. And even I need to realize that. And I need to just realize that about a lot of things, is it's not God's fault. The world around you and Satan, that's his fault. People dying, that's not God's fault. People having cancer, that's not God's fault either. What's God's fault is what comes out, the joy that comes out of that. Okay? And like I said, what happened to me that night, what's come out of it is so beautiful. Because, I don't know, maybe if that wouldn't have happened to me, I wouldn't have realized I needed God so much. That year was one of the worst years of my life. And I'm not kidding. I had some very traumatic things happen to me that year. I found this Bible verse. And it said, God promises to make something good out of the storms that bring devastation to your life. It's Romans 8:28. And I just sat back and I was like, wow. Because I had this bad thing happen to my life, but God was right there. He was right there through all of it. He was by my side. He had his hand on me. And I just had no idea that someone so powerful could care about me. I sat back and I looked at it a couple days ago, and it was like, just what God has done. And I just wanted you guys to know, whether you've been harassed, whether you've been assaulted, whether your parents have divorced, whether your parent walked out on you or young, maybe your parent died at a young age and you never got to know them. Maybe someone that you care about so much hurt you in so many ways. Maybe you have thought about hurting yourself. Maybe people had made you think of hurting yourself. Well, let me tell you something, guys. God is right here. He's right here. I have had a lot of things happen to me, both good and bad, both blessings and not blessings. But I thank God for both of them, because God can change an awful thing into something so beautiful. And I want you, after you finish watching this video, I want you to seriously go to your room, go to a quiet space, and just talk to God and say, God, I know these horrible things in my life have happened, but I'm going to trust you that you turn it into something greater, because He will. In Psalms chapter 107, verse 29, it said, He made the storm be still. Let God take your storm. Give God your storm and let Him take it. You don't have to deal with it. You don't have to deal with it alone, because God will take it for you. God is right there. He's right there. About a week ago, well, in June I went on a cruise with some very amazing people, and I'll tell you guys some stories about that in next time I post a video or whenever. And I met some amazing people, and I FaceTimed some of them, and we actually stayed on FaceTime for hours, and I cried because I told them about what happened to me, and they just listened, and they truly cared. And that's what you guys have to do. You have to find people that you can do life with, and find people that will listen to you, and find people that will build you up, and you can build them up too. Because it works in two glasses. You can pour and pour and pour, but that person needs to be pouring it right back into you. And you pour it back, and they pour it back into you. It can't just be a one-way. And my friends were a visual representation of that. And I called Kailey and I told her, I was like, I don't know what to do about this, because I really have not dealt with this. And I've been praying about it, and I decided I was going to make a video about this and just tell you guys that this does not define you, and God defines you, and God will get you through this storm. And I don't know who needed to hear this, but if you think someone needs to hear this, you need to send them this video, because everyone has storms and everyone has highs, but you need to get through your lows with God, and you need to get through your highs with God. You need to have God with you through every step of the way. And God's always there, but you need to have Him with you. But I was talking to Kailey, and I just told her, I was like, I don't know how to deal with this. And she told me to make a YouTube video about it, and I was like, what? Because obviously people I go to school with and everything watches these videos, and I'm grateful for that, super grateful. But I was just really afraid that people would judge me, and God told me that it was just kind of like a wake-up call. Like, I don't need to listen to what people have to say about me. I need to listen to what God has to say about me. And so I decided to make this video and just pray about it and just worship and just deal with it. Because you can't just push a wound away. Because your wounds will never go away without God. I mean, it's just a fact. I mean, it's a straight fact. Those wounds will stay open, and when wounds stay open, they get infected. And that wound will get infected if you just push it away. You need to deal with it, and you need to have God help you deal with it. You need to give your wounds to God. But I'm just super thankful for the people I have in my life, and I just want to thank you guys for watching today. Just a reminder again, God will push you through this storm. He is holding your hand through this whole storm. And boy, wait till you see the ending. It's gonna be amazing. I love you guys, and if you guys ever need to talk, I'll put me and Kailey's Instagrams in the description below. You can direct message us. You can even direct message the Childlike Faith Instagram. It'll be in the description below as well. And just talk to us. If you guys have video ideas, or if you have questions about creation, about God, or how to deal with something, literally anything. And obviously we don't know everything, but we do know some people that are very intelligent, and we would like to think that we are intelligent as well. But just show someone Jesus this week, guys. Have an amazing week. See you next Saturday.